Nora lived in a quiet cottage by the sea, where the waves whispered against the sand like lullabies. Each night, the stars stretched across the sky like tiny lanterns, and the moon cast silver paths across the water. But tonight felt different. Soft winds carried a new kind of magic. Wrapped in her favorite blanket, Nora stood by her window, gazing out at the ocean. "Good night, sea," she whispered, and the sea whispered back. Just as Nora was about to curl into bed, a soft blue light shimmered on the waves. It wasn't the moon. It wasn't a boat. It was something deeper. Nora tiptoed down the stairs, her stuffed turtle named Bubbles tucked under one arm, and stepped onto the porch. "Come with us," the sea seemed to say. A gentle fog rolled in, but it wasn't cold or scary. It smelled of salt and dreams. As Nora stepped into it, she found herself not on the porch, but on a glowing shell boat, rocking gently in the moonlight. And floating beside her were the most beautiful creatures she had ever seen. Moonlight whales, shimmering with stars on their backs. "Are you ready for a dream swim?" one of them hummed softly. Nora nodded, her eyes wide. The shell boat glided over the waves, then gently dipped below the surface. But this was not the deep, dark sea of daytime. This was the dreaming sea, where coral glowed like lanterns and jellyfish danced slowly like floating petals. The whales swam around her boat in slow circles, their songs like lullabies made of water and light. One large whale came close. Her name was Luma. She blinked slowly, peacefully, and Nora reached out to touch her smooth, cool skin. Luma's voice was deep and comforting. "We carry dreams across the oceans. Would you like to see some?" "Yes, please," Nora whispered. Luma opened her mouth, and from her breath came tiny glowing bubbles. Inside each was a dream: children riding dolphins, kittens sleeping on clouds, birds flying through stars. Nora giggled, her voice soft in the water. "You have kind dreams," Luma said kindly. They floated to a place where coral trees swayed like lullabies. Starfish blinked slowly. Tiny fish snuggled into seaweed like blankets. Everything in the ocean was drifting, dozing, dreaming. Nora felt her eyelids flutter. "Not yet," said a whale gently. "Just a little more." As the whales began to turn, a parade of glowing sea creatures joined them. Turtles gliding slowly, octopuses with twinkling lights on their arms, even sleepy seahorses rocking back and forth like cradles. Soft music filled the sea, not loud, but like wind chimes underwater. Nora leaned back against a soft sea pillow and sighed. They rose again, up through glowing blue toward the surface. The moon was waiting, big and round like a guardian in the sky. It dipped a silver beam onto Nora's boat, and she felt warm, safe, and lighter than a feather. "Time to go home, little dreamer," whispered Luma. In a blink, Nora was back in her room, tucked under her covers. Bubbles the turtle was curled beside her, and outside, the sea still shimmered gently. But on her pillow lay one tiny glowing bubble, with a dream of a whale gliding through the stars. And as she drifted into sleep, she heard the softest song in her ear. "Rest, little dreamer, sleep soft and slow. The moon is watching, the whales will go. But dreams will follow, calm and deep, on quiet waves that cradle sleep." Would you like me to format this for read aloud pacing, or adapt it for illustration scenes next?